Okay, so basically what's going on here is, honestly, I've been playing this character for quite a long time, but I've never really kind of set out to record.
It'll take care of you.
Yes, thank you, Preston Garvey. I know. Actually, I don't even have a gun. I have a hammer. That's the way it is. Preston Garvey. That's weird. Why do I block automatically when I pull my hammer out now? I'm just, okay. Pull the hammer out. Block. I'm just hitting one button. Why is it doing that? Anyways, how to start. Anyways, welcome to Fallout 4. This is my second playthrough of the game. My first character completed the game, well, as much of it as I could tolerate to complete, in 150 hours. I figure I had about 70% of the map explored. 70%. Played a power armor build, had some stealth, some rifle, and that was fun. I enjoyed it. My second character, I kind of fiddled around with. My second character was actually 3 or 4 different characters. Shut up, Kate. I'm trying to set the scene here. I ultimately settled on. See, that is weird. What's up with that? What's something to do with all these mods I'm running right now? This is Brooklyn. And Brooklyn is, well, she's kind of designed as a bruiser initially. She started with a 9 strength, a 9 endurance, and a 6 agility. Because, you know, I want to do stuff in VATS a lot. But it's actually been a while. I've been playing her for quite a bit. I streamed mostly, but I haven't actually done any, like, solid recording for the YouTube channel. And almost everything I've recorded or streamed has just kind of just gone into the void. But I was thinking about it. It's just hard to do like a full proper stream or playthrough of Fallout 4 because of the settlements. A lot of, I'd say like probably 20% of my time is just building these settlements, and I don't think anyone actually wants to watch that. Maybe they do, but I don't think they do. Especially when you like build something, you're like, that's all wrong. You got to take it apart, and you just wasted everyone's time. The way I think Fallout 4 works best is if you kind of set the scene, and then maybe just go different places. You know, like today we're gonna do, today we'll maybe do Dunwich Boars or one of those medtech places or whatever. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna set the scene right now, and I've introduced Brooklyn. If you played through Fallout 4, which I'm sure most of you have, you kind of understand the story. On my second playthrough, I'm kind of ignoring it. I'm not really following the the natural progression of the story where I'm going looking for Sean. Yeah, I know Sean's out there, but I'm pretty sure he's. Shut up, Kate. I'm not looking at your arse. If anything, I'm looking at my own arse. It's pretty amazing. I'm just mainly focusing on the world and, building up some settlements. I did some work in Sanctuary. I've kind of abandoned Sanctuary. I really haven't been here in 2 or 3 days, but I did a lot of work here. There's a wall going all the way around it. I built a couple settlements. I've not really built it up since then. My house is here, so maybe we should start my house. So let's start in my house. This is over here. Here's my garage. This is the only suit of power armor I've grabbed. Never used it. Other than when I'm forced to use it. Hey, buddy.
Huh?
Trash Can Carla. How's it going? So this is inside my house. This is my bobblehead collection. I actually have a few more to add to it, I think, but I'm not going to do that right now because I'm going to be moving all this stuff later. So this is pretty modest. I didn't go too crazy in here. Put some lights. I actually put roofing panels inside the roof because if you notice, you get inside these buildings considered inside, but they're still like massive holes. So I kind of closed up all those holes. Bathroom is still a bathroom. This is just an empty room. This is the collection room. I definitely have more magazines to add to this, but that's what I have right now. And in my bedroom. That's really it. I kind of set it up and, hey dog meat, I've not seen you for a while, buddy. And then I left. I've gone adventuring and I've not been back to Sanctuary. Let's quickly go to where I mainly hang out now, and that's the Starlight Drive-In, which I call Starlight City. And I really kind of left a lot of the settlement development. Yeah, that's the words I'm looking for. Until later, because I started with a 1 charisma, and if you really want to get into settlements, you need at least a 6 charisma so you can take the appropriate perks. And It took me a long time to get to that. And I finally hit it in my 30s, and then I went crazy. I went hog wild in the drive-through, which is now Starlight City. And here's a quick tour. Let's give you the let's close the gates. Let's give everyone the full effect. I don't know. He's gonna open the doors. Of course. It's too busy. It's too busy to close the doors. There's too much action going on here. Okay, so let's run all the way out here, and let's get the full effect of coming into Starlight City as it is. This is to rival Diamond City. This is to be the Diamond City of the North. I still got some work to go on it. And I want everyone to know that this is 100% like vanilla. Well, it was. Most of the building was 100% vanilla. I didn't do anything to artificially extend the amount of stuff I could build. There is an in-game glitch that you can abuse, which is what I did, because you kind of have to. Oh, there's some shooting down here. But ignore that. We're not going to pay attention to that. Hey.
Hey, at least it's on. What?
Yeah, go guard your shit. Unless that's a death claw, then we'll have to kill it. What do you think it is? Just looks like some people's guns. I don't care. Alright, so you're a traveler. You're like me. Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Slammer, I like to call her, because she slams things and blocks them when she pulls her weapon out. I don't understand what's going on here. Traveling with your friend, McCready. Hey, McCready. What's up, little man? Look how little he looks compared to Brooklyn. So you're just cresting the hill. You're like, oh, I heard this great new settlement up here called Starlight City. Let's go take a look. And you're like, oh, wow. First of all, you notice the wall. There's a wall all the way around it. There's a big sign here that says New Kacheri. That has nothing to do with anything. And then you notice these really, oh, look at these defenses. Oh, look, turrets and a spotlight and more turrets. Up there are 4 laser turrets. I don't know if you guys have built the laser turrets, but they're about the best thing in the game. Missile turrets are cool, but for, you know, economic reasons and the fact that I really don't have a high science right now, laser turrets are amazing, and they'll shoot for miles. I can aggro stuff down like over by that bridge there, and they'll shoot it up. So you come in here, and first thing you see on your right is, I guess it's just like an outdoor eating area. This is where the cooking station is, and there's some tables here. Now these tables were added with a new mod that extends the amount of things you can build. It adds a bunch of new stuff. These are one of the newer things I've added. Most of the city was built up without this mods, which is what I'm really proud of it. So I've only recently started using a lot of the building mods, and that's pretty much the only one. So that's the eating area. There's Bell here, in case I want to have like a town meeting. Hey, everyone come and have a meeting and see McCready and me with our cool hats. On the left here is the Rad Stag Tavern with our bartender.
Good neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble.
Yeah, she doesn't like good neighbor. I call her Wrinkles because her face is covered with wrinkles. She's a ghoul. Anne should study your lines. We'll meet Anne in a bit here. But here's the ground floor. You know, come in here, have a drink, sit down, sit by the window, look at the house across the street, listen to the radio, have some cigarettes. You can go upstairs. There's more places to sit. There's a picture of a lady, and there's a pool table that you can't really. You can get all the way around it mostly. I need to put some things on it so you can actually play pool, but I mean it's a good start, right? Okay, so you leave here, and across the street this is where Wrinkles lives. She's actually got her own house. I used to basically just set up these flop houses where you put like 14 beds in them, but for Starlight City, kind of like fill it up a bit and make it feel like a real city. I'm trying to give everyone their own house.
Flowers.
Okay, so up here is a tailor shop, and this is where Anne lives. And
put on some wonderful radio.
yes, Anne Hargraves. I know you talk about it all the time. Anne Hargraves. I don't know if you met her in your travels, but she's at a radio station, and when you talk to her, she talks about how she used to be a tailor and she kind of missed it. And you can tell her to go to one of your settlements, which is what I did. And so she's our tailor at the clothing place, which I like to call Anne's. Unfortunately, all she ever does is talk about a radio place, so I don't know if she's able to like over her old life. But I set up the shelves here. You can see I put some clothing and glasses and bandanas on the shelves. There's some music playing. There's a hat. And, you know, just like a lot of cool stuff. And then upstairs is Anne's house, which is quite spacious. I don't think anyone else in town has quite the size of the house she does. But I mean, she's got her own bed and a picture of a moose and other things. So we'll go downstairs. This tour's getting long because well, it's a big town, right? Here's the water reservoir, fenced off, so you know the kids don't get there. But there's the door's open, but that's fine. Just don't go in there. Here's the weapon shop run by
Huh?
Green Hat Lady. She doesn't have a name yet. She's kind of new, but it's fairly simple. It's probably one of the smaller shops. I kind of just threw it together. I run out of wood a lot. Wood's a problem for me these days because most of it comes here. So she's got a few guns on the shelves and some ammo boxes. And this is her little house in the back here, which is not much. Maybe she's a new trader. Maybe she's yet to make her fortune. So she's really just got a table and a bed and a radio. But she's gonna be rich quick. Let's face it. This is one of the caravan stations that you get up. You can set up after you do a few quests with Bunker Hill. So here's Trash Can Carla again. She got down here clearly.
Huh?
She knows I'm talking about her. So let's continue on. Here's the generators. They're all up on top of the. I guess that's a movie screen up there where the movies would be shown.
Access to grind. Hell, I have a ton of them.
No one asked McCready. Trying to do a like a tour here, McCready, and you keep talking. So I mean that looks pretty cool, right? A bunch of turbines. I couldn't get them in that middle area there without removing the stairs up. I might do that eventually, but right now it's just that's the way it looks. This is a hotel I'm working on. I've only got the first 2 floors done. I really want this to go as high as possible. Each floor is going to be like 1 bed. Jesus Christ. McCready, stop talking. But yeah, once again I ran out of wood. But that's going to go up as high as I can get, which is going to be at least as high as those turbines, I think, if not higher. This is the actual flop house. This is the very first building I built. As you can see, this is kind of my standard flop house. Just a ton of beds. This is where just the general populace that doesn't have their own place sleeps right now. This is actually where I sleep when I'm in town because I haven't built myself a house yet. In this corner here, I'm thinking of making a park, but I haven't done it yet. And this is one of the new mods in the game. It's a bunch of planters, so you don't have to just...
Another day of hard work.
That's right.
It never changes.
Well, do you want to die? I mean, you could just die. You look really well dressed. I mean, that's not a threat. That's just the way it is. You don't want to farm here. You go out there and you die. That's just... Look, you'll be like this guy here. Dead. Dead and forgotten.
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
I know, right? Anyway, this is a planter mod. You need like a couple plants and some wood, I think. And you can set these planters up anywhere. You can put them like right out here if you want. So they're really cool because there's a lot of places in the game where there's just not a lot of room to grow food. But now you can grow it anywhere. And it makes sense.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw.
How dare you? This is Starlight City. We're going to be way better. But they're pretty cool, and I like how they're just nice and tidy because the crops get so messy and you're planting them in dirt with like cans and shit. Here's the workshop. I mean, that's pretty standard workshop. Here's like my workshop.
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
Yeah, Sheffield. So Sheffield, you meet in Diamond City. He's like a bum, and apparently he's like a junkie. And then he's like, bring me a Nuka-Cola and help me get my life straight. So you buy him a Nuka-Cola, and if you talk to him some more, you can say, hey, you want to come, work for me in one of my cities?
I gave up alcohol after settling down here. Doctor said I shot my liver.
Yeah, well, I like a good story. So I told Sheffield to come to Starlight City, and now he's in charge of the salvage station, and he kind of works in my workshop here. I need to move my power armor here, but here's all my little stations for building stuff. We're almost done. Tour's almost done. Here's the north walls. They go all the way around there. That's where the cows live over there. This is Dr.
If you need fixing
Yellow
up,
Hat?
let's get a look at you.
No, I don't need fixing up.
I need some supplies.
No, I don't
Doctor.
need... I hit the wrong
Let's see
button.
what I can spare.
No. Let's get out of here. Anyways, this is the medical center. Obviously, she's the doctor. These are these really clean beds. These are institute beds, actually. They were put in by the mod. But I mean, it looks so good. It's very obvious what this room is for, right? You come in here, you're like, oh, this is where, people go to die or have, their penises removed to become women. Logically. So that's the medical center. And she lives
Hi.
next...
How are you?
She lives
I'm
next
new
door.
around here. I wanted to personally thank you for giving us this opportunity.
You're welcome.
So let me know if you have anything you need me to do.
Not right now. You just go do
Not
what
right
you
now.
want.
Thanks. All right. Just let me know.
You just do what you just get to know the people. This is where the doctor lives. She's got a nice house. Bed, music, classical music, so that's what doctors listen to. Across the street here is the armor shop run by this guy.
Easy living.
Mad Max.
This ain't.
Easy living, this ain't. This is probably some of the best living. Same setup here as the tailor. I haven't got a lot of armor on the shelves yet, but he lives upstairs as well. He's got a nice little house up here, a desk, a chair to sit and look over the majestic Starlight City, his nice bed, a vault bed, and a picture of his parents, Abraham Lincoln and some old lady. So, we're almost done the tour.
Back hurts. My feet hurt. Everything hurts.
Everything hurts. Great. This is the last shop. This is Slammin' Jim's, because you see there's a baseball guy up there. That's Slammin' Jim. This is Slammin' Jim's shop. Hey, Slammin' Jim.
Work to do. Can't talk now.
Okay, Slammin' Jim. This is the just the general trader shop. I've been really lazy about putting stuff on the shelves because everything I want to put on these shelves is like the wrenches and wonder glue and shit that I actually need to build this place. So I haven't had this picture is just floating here. But anyways, this is Slammin' Jim's place. Very important trading outpost. That's why it's one of the first buildings you actually run into in town. And just right over here is Slammin' Jim's house with a picture of his mother and his empty crib, which kind of makes me sad. You need to put some babies in this game so people can have babies, and his bed. And that's it. So that is Starlight City so far. I got a lot of place to expand to. I want to finish the hotel. I'm out of shops to make. That's all the shops you can make right now. So I'll add other things. Maybe just houses in general for the farmers. I have a lot of farmers and defenders. Maybe they need like a barracks or something. But that's it. That's Starlight City. Let's take a
You know
quick...
what I call a good day? One that ends without an empty stomach.
You know what I call a good day? One where I can give a tour of my town and people don't interrupt me every minute. So let's get out of town so people stop interrupting us. Bye, Starlight City. Thank you. Let's check the date. Let's check the date. It's the 27th. I just celebrated Christmas. You'll notice all the snow. McCready, you shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut your pretty mouth. I'm trying to talk here. Anyways, you see a lot of snow on the ground. This is a snow mod called Winter Wonderland. I'm running a few mods right now. You might notice the backpack I'm wearing. I did a short video about that yesterday. And most of the mods I got are just like UI things. Tell me the time or how much something weight to value ratio. That's things like that. But this is a pretty major one, and it's actually pretty smooth. You can't really see it right now. I'm also running the Darker Nights mod, so you'll notice it's really quite dark. Let's take a quick look at Brooklyn's build, and then I'll get on to actually doing something. So as I said, I started with a 9 strength, 1 perception, 9 endurance, 1 charisma, 1 intelligence, 6 agility, 1 luck. Now obviously I've dumped a ton of points into this game. That's something you can do. You learn that on your first playthrough, that there's no level cap, so you can actually plan out builds that are a little longer in maturation than you normally would in previous Fallout games. Like most Fallout games, by level 20 you kind of figure out what you are. This one, I basically spent the first 20 levels kind of building up my ability to kill things with big legs and some of the armor skills and just a naturally high endurance and some survival stuff. In my 20s and 30s, I started working on my charisma, just dumping points into my charisma so I could take local leader and cap collector so I could start building up my village or cities or settlements. I also put some points into intelligence because I need the XP bonus. If you're not taking a high intelligence or idiot savant, which I had neither of, you kind of lag behind on the XP, so I just started dumping a bunch of points into intelligence. And of course I want to take science and medics so I can make medics, and gun nut because I eventually want to work with guns. I started with a naturally high agility, put points into axe girl. I spent a lot of time in VATS on this build, and that's only going to get more complicated because I've been working on my luck. My luck is very high now. I actually wanted to get it to 10 eventually, and the whole point is luck kind of goes with anything. Any build you want to do, luck is good, and especially with melee because you don't have to worry about perception so much. So down the road, I'm going to be 40 soon, so I'll be taking a lot of these abilities that you know, most of these 5th and 6th tier abilities will be at in the 40s. But once I'm done that, I'll max this out, and I'll be taking things like 4-Leaf Clover and Grim Reaper's Sprint and Critical Banker, better criticals, and I'll just be hammering the shit out of everything. I'm playing on very hard right now. I'm kind of leery about playing on survival, not because I'm afraid of it. I'm sure I'll do just fine. It's just I don't find fighting bullet sponges to be that exciting. Like, if the only difference between survival and hard is I gotta kill things more and I take more damage. That's not an exciting challenge. I would rather take more damage and still have them take more damage. Make it more realistic. Like, if I shoot in the head, you shoot me in the head, we both die. So that's the way it should be. So Brooklyn started as a very just kind of one-dimensional brawler. She's become smarter and more charismatic and lucky. She's become kind of a civic leader, and that's allowed her to become a more well-rounded person. Literally and physically, it's very, very round. I gotta give him props on like the body size things, because the full like muscle female looks pretty intimidating. It's got these pipes going, that strong neck. It's like McCready's a pipsqueak compared to her, and that's great. So I'm gonna break my rule here, just so we can get somewhere and go do something. But I've been trying to do this playthrough with no fast travel, and because I think fast travel kind of takes you out of it, just gets you rushing around. It's like, I gotta do this quest, I gotta do this quest, I gotta do this quest. The only time I fast travel is when I'm loaded up with supplies, and what I'll do is say I'm at say I'm at Vault 81, or not Vault, that's a bad example, because why would you? Anyway, say I'm just at some adventure area, and I get loaded up, and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to slog it all the way back to Sanctuary, so I would just fast travel to Sanctuary, do my business there, and then I'd fast travel back to where I was, and then continue my adventure. So the rule was, I always have to travel from place to place, but I can fast travel just to dump off stuff. But now, because I started establishing my settlements, I don't have to go as far to dump my stuff off. So now I've almost completely eliminated my fast travel needs. I'm just wandering right now.